I was just thinking, God, He sent us, He give us missions. His children mission, they got different missions. And everybody was looking at the Jesus story. It's like everybody want God to repeat the Jesus story. The only reason why you want God to repeat the Jesus story because y'all been suspecting Jesus has been coming. Y'all already knew it. Y'all putting them in these bottles probably. I don't know. But y'all basically sacrificing. Somehow y'all was ciphering energy, bro. I mean, I know how, but I ain't gonna explain it because you get in your feelings about something you do. You can do shit, but you can't take it. But, so the missions, God, everybody got different missions. So however it's gonna play out, that's the way it's gonna play out. The mission is for not God's children, that too, to discipline God's children, but it was for the mainly to help the people, to stop doing certain things, to see how bad the corruptness was to its own people. That's it. And in this situation, we're living in the age of what we need to understand the difference between technology, the virtual world, and the analog. And how we need to, no matter what we're doing, online or not, how we supposed to treat each other. And so many people, man, like the people I see now, like the lovers that was supposed to come, I see what it is now. Cause I know I ain't really feel like it was about a relationship. I felt like they was supposed to come, the ones that were like twins and flames and stuff like that, to get me out of the situation before things escalated any further. But that would have been in 22, 23, 2020, you know what I'm saying, 2022, 2023. 2022, 2021 or something. It would have been then. Because it was a torture. It was really torture for 5 years. Some of y'all knew it, man. That's the book. Cause I've been trying to figure out what's the book. That's the book. That was torture. God's child, there's more to it, of course. But I have to wait to the ending of this to see what the book is actually gonna be about. But most of the book, a lot of the book is about how God's child got bottled up and tortured to death. Nobody helped. Not even the soulmates, twins, or twin flames. I learned that in life. I learned that growing up. I learned that in the street. Like, if I wouldn't have kicked in that door, if I wouldn't have, if me and my boys didn't go against that squad, if we didn't fight back with those people, it ain't no telling how many people would have got hurt and raped. You know what I'm saying? We're like right on time. Like, sometimes you can't wait. You can't wait. Because the story be, what will make you wait? It ain't no movie. It's real life now. It ain't no movie. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to be like, you waiting because they got guns in your head. It's going to be like, wait because of the story they telling. You feel what I'm saying? But if your gut feeling is telling you something, if God is I had to learn to listen to my senses. That's how I knew to tell y'all about the itches and all that. I had to learn to listen to that. I had to learn to hear that. Because a lot of people would have got hurt, a lot of people would have got raped, a lot of people would have been stuck in molested situation. A lot of people would have been stuck in, a lot of kids, would have been stuck in a situation with grown-ups that was out of control. I had to learn to listen to my intuition. And in this case, so what do they do to stop you? Money, same thing, money, lover, the devil intercept. It ain't like the movie. They intercept you with gun, they got you. You can do gangster stuff. It'd be like that, but most of the time, the first gangster moves are strategies and gameplay. So you never really get to the hard stuff. You know what I'm saying? And one thing old people used to teach me is that life ain't never, it might not ever be as bad as you think it is. So, in this situation, bro, it was like people prolong, and they were burying me deeper and deeper and deeper, which is good because these people that were burying me deeper, these are the ones that need to come to surface. So it was like the more deeper they buried me, the more they was getting exposed. You know what I'm saying? I knew police officers and stuff that could help me, and their excuse was how old the people were that were doing it. They knew what was going on. What we supposed to do? You supposed to help. You do your job. That's what you do. No matter how old they is. If they're doing something illegal, they're doing something out of pocket, you supposed to check it and correct it. That's what you're in that position for. I find myself if I was some of y'all. Thank you, Casper. I find myself. I just go ahead and find myself. I quit. You know what I'm saying? But so this is what it was about. It was like what you could have done. So the damage that was done, people were too busy looking for like Jesus came. He was a healer. He healed everything. That was his mission. That was one of his mission. I was already a wounded angel, warrior angel, just because of my shoulder coming in this situation and my neck, and they just applied pressure. And it was a deal. I know it was a deal, but we ain't gonna talk about it because I know a lot of y'all, it's funny how a lot of people do them deals but don't want to talk about it as if it ain't real. I don't get no sense out of that. But I know it was, because it was like, I learned in this situation, whoever do these deals gotta make this happen. And they was trying with all they might because they didn't want to go, they didn't want to go to a bad place. They just say prison. They didn't want to go to prison. They wasn't built for it. But you should have thought about it before you did it. What you do it for? Sex? That's irrelevant. What you do it for? Irrelevant. It's definitely irrelevant. What you do it for? A partner? Irrelevant. You do it money? All that irrelevant. When it comes to your soul, it's irrelevant. Because you got to share that soul with something. You share that soul. That ain't just your soul, you know what I'm saying? You got to share that. So it was like, I was here to teach you lessons. You know what I'm saying? What was good, you just damaged it. You just told God, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. You just in your feeling, not like it, but in my case it was women, and I don't know what make y'all do stuff, or some of y'all, all y'all don't, but most of y'all. It's like because I learned when I was helping other people with their relationships, I learned until both of them let out the darkness inside, the rage they got inside, the relationship really can't form good. And I saw growing up how when they let this out, how a lot of times the female will really get so aggressive, bro, she'll kill them if she can. And if somebody monitoring and making sure that, the man don't, man, I done seen it. I seen it with my own eyes. A female kill you, boy. You get her before she kill her. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know where that come from, bro. They just so angry. I had a prayer about it, I had God about it. In my case, I ain't talking, it works vice versa, but in my case, it's like this. And I had God about it. He said, he didn't really say nothing, but I kept asking about it. And I finally got an answer. It said, because they create life. There's something with that. I said, oh, okay. And I always tell them, then I started telling them, well, what if God treated us like that? It's like they just go off, especially on a good, like in my case, it's just the fact of being good to them. They get mad, madder and madder. You tell every relationship they had, somebody put their hands on them and they just hid it. Like I saw them do that. Like if the man was the toy that they love to be with, they'll hide it for the man. You'll never know it. Nobody ever know it. They'll hide it years to go by. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a man they really ain't feeling, oh hell, they finna come through the door looking like Buster Douglas got a hold to him. I seen women bust they just like in the Martin movie. Women bust themselves up. I seen women do all that. I seen women do all that and get people locked up for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? Just go crazy. And sometimes it be as simple as a breakup. And the dude just want to have joint custody with his child. But the girl just want to get a child completely to the other man and all that. I see the most. Man, we got to work on that, ladies and gentlemen. We got to work on that. We got to work on that. Because I done been through a lot in my life. And ain't no way I would take out, I can't find no anger like that. And I done been through a lot more than a lot of women, what women done been, and women go through a lot more than men do. I done been through a lot. And I can't find the anger to act like that. I can't. It's like, I don't know. I done seen women beat up men like they always want to beat up a certain woman that be beating on them. I done seen a lot of that. This ain't no woman, man. Like I said, in my case, I'm talking about women. That's what I deal with. Every time I try to do both of them, you want to slide at other stuff, man. Get over yourself. That's what I tell you. Get over yourself. You find that person. You and that person come to me and tell me, and hope for the best. And you ain't gonna find them. I don't know where y'all get that mess from. Now, honestly, if I was like that, I wouldn't be in this bottle. That's how perverse y'all is. So get out my face. What you could do. You get out my face with all that garbage. You know what I'm saying? That's garbage, bro. You want somebody to be here. Everybody can't be the same. Everybody ain't gonna be the same, and everybody ain't supposed to be the same. So get over yourself. But so that's what I seen. Like I said, I saw them abuse themselves and everything. And in this situation, in my situation, it was a different type of abuse. It was we could do this to you and make you. It was like they focal point was to make me angry, and that's when I learned. I started learning about. That's why I love using demon, angels, and humans again. I started learning a long time ago when people get in demon mode. When people get in demon mode, they go above and beyond to bring out your darkness. They create darkness in you. It ain't gotta be a darkness in you, and they gonna make it in you, just so you can bring it to light. And they can say, I knew it. And they done did you wrong. They done put the 2x4 between your legs and bust your feet, your ankles with a hammer, and had you chained up to the bed and everything. And you still letting them slide. And you know, they'll go on and on and on and on. And all you gotta do is one thing. You do that one thing that's what I'm waiting on. I always thought it was programmed. I thought it was some organization and they were monitoring you somehow, but some people just dark. I saw it, some people just dark. Some people love art. I seen people who love drama. They good as they could be, people like them. But what the people don't know is that they obsessed with drama. Demon time. That's all demon mode stuff. That's all the devil. What it is that this person done been in the dark for so long, they had to adapt to that darkness that they love to be around. And they get on demon mode. And once they get on that, they don't know nothing else but demon mode, demon time. That's why they, like in my situation, these women be growling and everything. Growling. They be growling, bro. It's like, I don't know, bro. Like, I done seen people tear down beautiful businesses and everything just to see the emotions of the lover. We gotta get over all that. You got all these counseling stuff on my stuff. I ain't the one that need counseling. It's whoever put me in this situation need counseling. All of you, every last one of you, and whoever participated in it need counseling, and whoever watched it go on need counseling. Duh. That's why I say it's perverse. When you can do this much to somebody, take their child away, take their life away, take their security away, put them in jail wrongfully on multiple occasions, just keep bothering them, and they still ain't snapped. And the best thing you got is they getting loud in the yard. Let me tell you something. When I was young, I had to stay with abusive men who got loud, and when you shut that door, it was just like the Tales in the Hood. When the mama was, the child was waiting on that, drawing that picture of that man, you could hear things breaking in the house, and the man was loud, going on, just like every night from 11 to 3 in the morning, just about. Nobody would call the law. Nobody would even pay attention. I would get up and go to school the next day, and people act like they ain't hear nothing and know nothing and heard, ain't seen nothing. And go to the teachers see stuff, and act like they ain't see nothing, heard nothing, and ain't you just nothing. Every day until I got big enough to defend myself, and that's the only time it stopped. I'm talking about it could be bloods on the walls. It's going down. I'm talking about you can hear whatever's going on in this house around the whole block. Like somebody just crunk up a car with 1,400 horsepower. I'm telling you, nobody would call, nobody would say nothing. But when you out here telling the truth and elevating people, you got a problem, don't you? Perverse. That's what it looked like. Beat you, throwing stuff, tearing up the house. You can hear, everybody can hear. Ain't nobody, very rare. My grandpa used to come out and, but outside of that, people act like they didn't hear nothing, see nothing, ain't heard nothing. Every day. And what I do is nothing. And it ain't even nobody here to be worried about it. What I do is nothing. But it's a problem. And that's why God got me here to expose all this. Because it need to be fixed. It need to be fixed. It's a perverse world. And that means we support corruptness. That means we support wickedness. We salute wickedness. We approve wickedness. That's what it means. That means the energy for the world is warped. That's awful, y'all. That's bad. How we can fix it? We got a lot of work to do. Like, I always say when I'm talking to guys, get out of this bottle. Maybe we get people together and start actually cleaning up the world the right way. But will that happen? Nobody knows if that'll happen or not. Don't nobody know if that's gonna happen. Because they gonna say it's a money problem and money issue. Man, get out of here. Who cares, bro? Like, man, I know, bro. When you got money, it's only so much you can do, and it's over. And you gonna think about who you done wrong to get that money. That's all you gonna do. Think about everybody you done wrong to get that money. It ain't worth it. And that's another thing when people always talking about worshiping this and worshiping that. The real things you worship is money and sex, drugs. That's what you worship. It's like you always turn the things we worship into the people that God sent here to help the world elevate. But the real stuff you worship is in your face, your houses, your cars, money, materialistic things. We got a lot to learn, ladies and gentlemen. And we got a long way to go.